We want to get you caught up now on some breaking news as state lawmakers are continuing to debate putting new abortion restrictions and stricter abortion restrictions in place here in South Carolina. The South Carolina Supreme Court has decided to put a temporary block on the state's fetal heartbeat law. Now, this came down just a couple of hours ago. Now, this law was put into effect back in June. If you remember, this went into effect just a few days after Roe v. Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court. The fetal heartbeat bill, as it's called, bans abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy. There are exceptions for rape or incest and to save the life of the mother. Now, the Supreme Court has unanimously decided to block that law, granting an emergency request from state abortion providers for a temporary injunction. So here's how some around the state are reacting. First, we want to check in with Planned Parenthood, and of course, they are in favor of this ruling by the South Carolina Supreme Court. They had a lot to say. Here's part of it. They are applauding the court's decision, saying in part, for more than 6 weeks, patients have been forced to travel hundreds of miles for an abortion or suffer the life-altering consequences of a forced pregnancy. Today, the court has granted our patients a welcome reprieve, but the fight to restore bodily autonomy to the people of South Carolina is far from over. Now, the Attorney General's office, having a different opinion, also reacted. Let's take a look at what Attorney General Alan Wilson's office had to say. Again, this is a statement from his office, and they said, quote, while we are disappointed, it's important to point out that this is a temporary injunction. The court didn't rule on constitutionality of the fetal heartbeat law. We will continue to defend a law. So again, the fetal heartbeat law on hold for now from the South Carolina Supreme Court. I know this is a lot to unpack. We're going to have more coming up tonight on News 19 at 6. And South Carolina senators held their first public hearing on, again, more restrictive abortion laws, like I was saying. This comes just one day after lawmakers at the House actually advanced their bill for stricter abortion laws. The Senate's proposed legislation, known as the Equal Protection Act at Conception. No Exceptions Act would fully ban abortion in our state. It would also make it illegal to aid a person who was seeking an abortion and help a minor cross state line to receive an abortion. A small group of South Carolina lawmakers have given their approval to the near total abortion ban. That does not include exceptions for pregnancies that were caused by rape or incest. This bill is going to head to the House floor. It was approved from a 13-7 vote in a House Judiciary Committee. This bill does provide protections for the life of the mom and includes a number of health conditions that would also allow a doctor to perform an abortion. The bill does not criminalize South Carolinians for getting an abortion, but it does include penalties for those who perform the procedure. The House is expected to meet later this month to talk about their bill, again, that only has exceptions for the life of the mother. And we have explained what the fetal heartbeat bill is that we now know is on a ban. But if you just take a look at your screen, these are some of the things that have been in effect since June 27th when Roe v. Wade was overturned. It was just after that, June 27th, that this went into effect and became the law of the land in South Carolina. But again, coming down just hours ago from the South Carolina Supreme Court, the fetal heartbeat law is now on pause in our state.